community exercise. And you know, what I do is not always clear cut. So try it, you'll see better benefits, more important benefits than just fixing Ikkyo. I mean, who cares about that, okay? So get involved. But here's what we're going to do, and I'll describe it in segments, and then I will demonstrate it, okay? And we're gonna film the deshi that are here too, and we'll add them to the video, okay? So first, what do I want to see? I want to see from Katate Dori, Ikkyo up to this first Idimi, okay? That's what I want to see. We'll do it one more time, and you can move wherever you need to. So, boom, boom, to here, okay? That is where the technique begins and ends. That's all we're working, okay? Element number one is I would like to see you get this reaction here, okay? As opposed to this reaction when you finally move your arm out, okay? So he's hitting, boom, and then you come in, okay? That's element one. He should be bouncing off of you here, not being pushed from you there, okay? Element number two, so show it slowly, is as you coming around, I want to see a trap here, okay? So I have my one hand on one side and one hand on the other side. So watch how I do that part. On, boom, boom, here. Here on both sides, okay? Element three, up. As I come around, this trap is what pushes his arm off the grip. There it is, okay? What would be contrast to element two? Element two is you over here. You have this hand across on the outside and this hand on the inside, but they should be different. They should be the opposite. The yang hand is on the right side of me and the yin hand's on the left side. Element three is that this movement of my arm is what moves this arm here, not my left hand taking it off, okay? Such that in element three, the order is from the trap, elbow, then grip, elbow, then grip. Not grip, then elbow. Incorrect. Okay? And then the fourth element is you have to refine his center so he cannot stay on that foot. So I'll show you, we'll watch his foot. Watch where that foot is. I have to be able to take his center forward off of that foot. Towards that end, we have the X pattern with the koshi coming through. So I'm not over here. I go across, in. Okay? It'll look something like this. And you move around how you want for different angles, because Warren was saying he lost the angles sometimes. Okay? Try it. Keep your other hand in the fight at the beginning. Right. Watch that rudder of the back foot. And good. Good. Okay, watch the ruddering. Watch the ruddering. More. Okay. One thing I would add here, okay, so when you're going here, notice where the height of his arm, okay? So I'm not going to bring this up like that, and I'm way up here like that. Okay, so it's a much smaller circle, okay? And it's not really at his shoulder joint. Okay, so if you pay attention, what I mean is, I'm not going to make a big circle with his hand rotating around his shoulder joint. I'm going to take advantage that he has these joints in there. So you see this is wrist, nothing's really gone around his shoulder joint, do you see? And now I don't want to make that circle. Once I'm there, I go to the elbow, and the elbow attacks the shoulder. You guys see that? So, that's not me. Okay. You see that? Okay. All right. When you're doing like Makya Tosh, remember you rotating your hands, because there has to be a yin and yang relationship. There's not the two hands going together. You see? That looks weird, right? To you guys, but this is how a lot of the Aikido world does, like Makya Toshi. Move the two hands together. But this is the head. Do you see? And then this one follows. Do you guys see that? Okay, so that's why I said it's like the Joe. So as you're coming around, I get to the trap, okay? I don't want to pivot at the shoulder, because there's no control on his center as you're doing all that, do you see? It won't happen until you've passed everything, and then now you can push on that. And that's what you guys are experiencing, okay? So when you come around here, and this elbow, instead of making this big, so watch the degree of rotation. When I make this arm straight, it's got to go tick, 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 tick. Now I can get on it again. On the other one, his elbow just has to go to there. Do you see? So you don't want his arm straight where your two arms are doing the same thing. Do you see that? Instead, this arm is doing a lead. It's leading. It's leading into it. Do you see? And this one's following the lead. So a visual cue that you're doing that is that his elbow is bent. his arm is bent. On the other one, his arm is straight. You see? And you don't want that. Your two hands are doing the same thing, as opposed to following each other. Okay? Okay. So, again, you know, I train the recruits and they you said it was like the Joe. And on the Joe, the rear hand went first. Do you get it? The concept is that one hand is yin and one hand is yang. They're not doing the same thing. In this technique, the lead hand is doing it first, and the rear hand is following, okay? So when I go boom through here, the lead hand is going first, okay? And that is because when you project, you have a slight moment of seizure of the center, okay? Just like in the last video, you get that little second, you preoccupying him. And so when you come to here, you have the center again, okay? So he gets up, right? And can he push into me? No, he can't. So we do this move a lot in the ground fighting. Do you guys see it? This is the tricep move from the bicep move, okay? He can't push into me. So you now have the center again. You can do what you want with it. When we get him here and you do the other hand and you do its pattern, I don't have the center. You see, he can come right into me because that's where I was taking him. Do you see that? So you have to do the order right is here first, elbow control, okay? And then he landed in the trap. So it goes right hand, in this case, first in the spiral, followed by left hand, okay? Now, if you pay attention, because they're passing through yin and yang, this was the yang hand, this is the yin hand. Well, they'll eventually go right here, do you see? It turns back into the yang hand, okay? Right. So, that is why the order of operation is elbow, wrist, never wrist, elbow. You will almost always straighten the arm, and you won't be in control of the uke center because that's not the next control point. The control point is the elbow, and it will pass out of its control point in this, and then the other hand will pick back up, okay? So, again, if you go back to the symptomology I gave you, when you go wrist first, you're gonna have that straight arm, do you see? It just happens every time. And then your hands are together again. Do you see that? And you don't want your hands together. Your hands are doing different things. They're on different paths, okay?